God, I don't want to do this essay comparing William Wallace and Macbeth with Shakespeare's character. Who even cares about Macbeth? I can't even keep my eyes open. Who doth insult my name?
I can easily relate myself to that Scotsman, William Wallace. Like myself, he believed that those in power at the time were wrong.
Both you and William Wallace are power-hungry revolutionists. That's why I wrote Macbeth as such a bad person.
But Macbeth was not a bad person, Shakespeare. Even you must admit that King Duncan was a failure as a king.
No, Duncan was a kind man.
The historic Duncan is not the wise and gentle aging ruler Shakespeare portrays, but a weak king whose youthful arrogance causes him to violate the laws of succession by naming his young son to the throne without first consulting the nobles or the thanes.
I was never a power-hungry ruler anyway. Balliol was weak and a puppet of the English. I did not start a rebellion so that I could be king. I started one to remove English influence in Scotland.
Scotland is a land of savages, and the usurpers of the Scottish throne even more so. I would never portray you, Macbeth, in a good light because you betrayed your king and killed him.
I killed Duncan on the field of battle, a very legitimate way to overthrow a king.
It matters not whether you slit his throat while he slept or killed him on the field of battle. It is regicide either way, and nothing justifies this.
That man is English, and therefore is biased in favor of the English and those supported by them.
This is true. Banquo had only a minor role in my life, but of course, being the bootlicker that he is, Shakespeare wrote him as a virtuous and important man because King James I of England claimed to be his descendant.
He has no idea how hard it was to gain power in Great Scotland, and how much harder it was to hold on to it.
Yes, this Englishman portrayed my claim to the throne as a cowardly murder, resulting in my death committed by Macduff.
The historical Macbeth ruled Scotland for 17 years and was apparently a capable monarch. Changes were made to flatter the new English king, James VI of Scotland, who became James I of England after Elizabeth I died.
I also had difficulty maintaining power during my revolt. Most Scots continued to regard John Balliol as their rightful king. In the following year, I, son of Sir Malcolm Wallace of Elderslie, Renfrewshire, raised a revolt against the English occupation of Scotland. Having killed the English sheriff of Lanark, I waged guerrilla warfare against Edward I's occupying army, and on the 11th of September 1297, joined forces with Sir Andrew Moray to rout the English at the Battle of Stirling Bridge. Guerrilla warfare wasn't enough to consolidate the independence movement, and I was executed by the British in 1305.
Yes, in the end, you both got your just desserts. In Macbeth, I described your being brought to your funeral as producing forth the cruel ministers of this dead butcher and his fiend-like queen. And you, Wallace, you were drawn and quartered, and your head was put on a pike on London Bridge.
That may be so, but my name was revered by all Scots thereafter, and my death brought about a renewed effort in the struggle for freedom from the tyranny of England. I achieved in death what I could not achieve in life.
I was loved by many too. My reign was successful and brought glory to Scotland. My funeral was the funeral to fit for a mighty king, and no man described me in the terms you so fallaciously used in your play.
So you say that your people loved you and were saddened by your deaths?
Yes, do you see now that we are truly loved and can justify our resistance with the desire to better Scotland?
Perhaps I misjudged you both and represented you unjustly in my play, Macbeth. For that, I beg you both forgiveness.
You are forgiven.
So you guys don't dislike each other anymore? Sweet.
Now you know the stories and perspectives of these three influential men. It's time to wake up now, Billy. Wake up, Billy. Billy, wake up!
And so Shakespeare apologized to both William Wallace and the real Macbeth, and they became friends.
Billy, did you think this assignment was a joke? Go to the office now.
But I'm telling you, that's what happened.
Billy, just go to the office.